Hello? I see you.
What?
I see you. How you doing? How's your day?
I did a lot of research on these before I got them. You know, like I really felt like it.
He stood back from the bed. He was scared. You could see the...
Have you ever wondered, what if someone watches your every move without you knowing? These hacked webcam videos will make you think twice about your privacy. What starts as normal movements turns into chilling nightmares caught on camera. On December 13th, 2019, in Sarpy County, Nebraska. It started as a normal evening. Adam Krichelek's daughter was watching television in the living room while he stepped away to the kitchen. But then, their home surveillance camera did something horrifying.
What you watching?
As the young girl sat on the couch, a strange voice spoke through the camera. It commented on what she was doing and seemed to watch her closely.
Hey, what show is that? I've seen that show before. What season you on? Hello?
When Adam returned, the voice shifted its attention to him. He looked round the room, confused and alarmed. Finally, he approached the camera, realizing it had been hacked.
Hello? What are you eating? You hungry? What? Hello? Powering off. Hello. This is Ring. Who is this? Who is this?
The invasion of privacy shook him, and Adam disabled the camera immediately. The thought of a stranger watching his family left him disturbed. That same day, he removed all the interior cameras from his home. With that being said, let's move on to our next hacking encounter. On December 13th, 2019, in Staten Island, New York, a mother's sense of safety was shattered when a stranger hacked into her home's Ring cameras. It started when her 13-year-old son was alone in the living room. Suddenly, a man's voice came through the camera that said, "I see you." What's more freaky than that?
Hello? I see you.
What?
I see you. How you doing? How's your day?
I'm good.
What's your name?
Lamar.
What up, Lamar? How's your day?
It's good.
The boy, quick thinking and calm, gave a fake name and disabled the device.
Do you play any games? Like video games?
Yeah, I play some video games.
Do you play Minecraft?
Of course, he doesn't play Minecraft.
I don't know. Do you play CSGO?
What do you play?
Do you play CSGO?
Fiesta?
CSGO.
What's it called?
CSGO.
What is that?
When they were about to feel safe in their own home, the camera near the stairs came to life. The same voice infiltrated the home once again.
Hey, you. Call out.
What's up, homie? I still see you.
The mother described feeling isolated and anxious, knowing someone had accessed their private space so easily. She immediately took action, but the damage was done. Their home, once a place of comfort, now felt exposed. Let's move on to our third case of hackers disturbing the privacy of someone's home. On September 18th, 2021, Stephen Grove, 56, turned a peaceful neighborhood into a nightmare when he began a campaign against his neighbor's doorbell camera. Grove claimed the camera overlooked his home and said it made him feel like a prisoner, but his actions quickly crossed the line. At least 3 times Grove tried to damage the camera. He was caught on crystal clear footage snipping the wires with pliers, hitting another camera with a hammer, and even defacing the lens with a marker. In one shocking moment, he removed the door's hinges, nearly injuring himself in the process. The homeowner, Victoria, explained that the camera wasn't meant to spy on anyone. It was there to keep her uncle, who has learning difficulties, safe. She recalled how he once fell and was alone for 45 minutes. The camera gave them peace of mind, allowing them to check on him. Despite Grove's attempts to stop it, the camera's footage led to his court appearance. He pleaded guilty to criminal damage, but the stress he caused pushed Victoria to the edge. She claimed the last thing anyone wants is to fight with their neighbour, but this has gone too far. This all made a once quiet street filled with tension, with Victoria hoping for peace, but still guilty for pressing charges against her neighbour. Moving on to our fourth case of disturbing hacked webcam videos. On December 13th, 2019, in Las Vegas, Nevada, a Tennessee family was disturbed after knowing a stranger hacked into their Ring camera installed in their 8-year-old daughter's bedroom.
I did a lot of research on these before I got them. You know, like I really...
Shifts.
The camera, meant to help a mother watch her daughters while working night shifts, became a nightmare just 4 days after being set up. While the girl was in her room, a strange voice came through the device, calling itself her best friend and Santa Claus. The voice played music and encouraged destructive behavior, terrifying the child.
I'm your best friend. I'm Santa Claus. I'm Santa Claus. Don't you want to be
She
my...
had one, and she was, you know, like watching her kids on her phone, and I was like, oh, you can actually speak to them. That's rude.
Well, first what happened, I was in the hallway, I thought it was my sister, so I heard some music. It's like to the window, so I come upstairs, and I hear some banging noise. I was like, who is that?
The father, who was home at the time, entered the room, ending the trouble. The thought of someone watching their daughter through the camera left the family shaken. The device was immediately disconnected and removed.
I watched the video, and I mean, like, my heart just, like, you know, I'm like, I didn't even get to the end where she's screaming, like, mommy. Before, like, you know, they could watch them sleeping, they could have watched them changing. I mean, they could have seen all kinds of things. Honestly, my gut, it makes me feel like it's either somebody who knows us, you know, or like somebody who's...
The incident turned what was supposed to be a tool for safety into a chilling reminder of the risks of technology. With that being said, let's move on to our next terrifying video. On November 22nd, 2019, in Seattle, Washington, a peaceful evening turned into a nightmare for a Seattle family when someone hacked into their baby monitor.
Do you want to play with the bathroom? Now wash your hands in the
Children.
Okay, the unicorn can go in here.
The parents were working downstairs when their daughter called out, saying she heard a voice in her room. The parents rushed upstairs to find the baby monitor speaking to their child. A man's voice came through, addressing their daughter by name and making unsettling comments.
We're both downstairs working in our office over here. My daughter called up from downstairs. She's saying, Mommy, Dad, the voice is talking to me. And I said, the voice is talking to you. What's going on? And then she said, the man that said, Jaden, I love you. I said, no, it was over here. And she pointed right at the camera. And I said, coming from this white camera? And she said, yes.
That sounds very unsettling.
I instantly wanted to throw.
Shocked and horrified, the parents immediately unplugged the device. The thought of someone invading their child's safe space left them feeling violated and deeply uneasy.
Here's a $50 camera that has glowing reviews because it's a good camera and it's an affordable option. Like, how many families are trying to get this camera that's not secure? And that's like just really upsetting to think like how this just could happen. Someone was in our daughter's room watching her, and I don't know what they saw or what they got from that. Is it the fear alone that they're enjoying? Like, it's just so unsettling to not know.
The family later reported the incident to the police, but decided to leave the camera unplugged, unsure if they could trust it again. The experience left them with a lasting sense of fear about the dangers of connected devices. Moving on to our next footage. On January 23rd, 2019, in South King County, Washington, a peaceful home turned into a scene of fear when a family's Nest camera was hacked.
We just hooked up the Nest maybe. What drives me crazy is yesterday was the only day I decided to stay home. He's always here. They never said anything.
The mother was with her children when a stranger's voice suddenly spoke through the camera. The hacker shouted insults and left the family terrified.
Then they started cussing and saying, shut the F up, you.
She called her partner, Conrado.
Somebody is in the Nest and is watching us and is talking to us right now. And then he goes, go record it. I'm like, no, I'm scared. Like, I don't know what to do. Like, I'm freaking out. And so I'm standing right here at the edge where they can't see me. And then I was like, fine. I hang up, and then I grab that chair right there, and I'm standing, but my arm is facing the Nest, but my head is on the other side of the wall, because I was like,
recording.
Stop recording the camera. What the f*** you thinking?
And in the video, you can hear it, them saying, what the F are you doing? Why are you recording us? And I'm like, these guys can see me.
And it didn't stop. In fact, it got worse.
Can I ask you a question? How do you like your dog? Do you like it fried or deep pan fried?
They said, do you like your dog fried or deep?
The parents quickly realized their security system had been busted. They unplugged the camera and contacted the police. The incident raised concerns about how much the hacker might have seen or heard.
The officer said, you know, this is another form of burglary. They invaded your home, they're watching your kids, they were making racial remarks, that turns it into a felony now, and I didn't know.
Look.
So of course my imagination runs wild, like, well, how long have you been watching? What did you do with my username? Are you selling it? Or how many of you guys are watching me on a day-to-day?
Now the camera remains unplugged, a chilling reminder of how easily their privacy was invaded. Let's move on to our 7th disturbing footage of hacked webcam videos. On November 3rd, 2020, in Dehradun, Uttarakhand, a scammer from India made the mistake of targeting a well-informed tech victim, and it backfired in the most terrifying way. The scam began as a typical refund scheme, with the scammer pretending to offer a refund for a supposed Norton 360 subscription. He convinced the victim to turn on their computer and connect through a remote access tool.
Thank you for calling us. This is Sean. How may I help you today? Oh yes, actually, as I can check here, we were calling you. And the reason behind the call was that, if you remember, 2 years ago, you had a subscription with us for the Norton 360 antivirus security spray computer. And as we are not able to provide you securities anymore, so that's why we are calling you to refund your money back to you. Alright, so ma'am, first of all, yeah ma'am, before they get refund, first of all you have to fill one verification form for it. And as a verification form is online, so you have to turn on your computer. So are you able to turn on your computer at this time?
But the scammer didn't realize he was dealing with someone who knew how to fight back. Instead of being a victim, the target reversed the connection and gained control of the scammer's computer. With this access, the tables turned.
After checking out his IP and his files, I decided to watch him, and as I said, most of the time he was just watching movies or videos, and in the meantime he was taking calls, but most of the calls that he took weren't really successful, and every time somebody said something, did something that was not satisfying him, he hung up the call and he banned that person. That's what you can see on the screen now. The only thing that is interesting that I witnessed was one of his buddies on the webcam, but it was half his face, so nothing special, and also him successfully scamming someone, which I will show you guys now.
Yes, don't do that. Just do one thing. Top of the screen you have an address bar. So in the address bar just type there www dot, yes, type there, and now yes, www dot.
So the scammer
The scammer's files were downloaded, revealing a list of potential victims and personal files, including illegally downloaded movies. The victim also used the scammer's IP address to locate him in Dehradun.
So as I just said, at this point there wasn't a lot I could do, so what I decided to do was what you can see on the screen now, is set up a virtual machine with the scammer's webcam, a snapshot of his webcam, so his face as my background picture, and then scam bait him into connecting to this computer, and then he sees his own face on my computer, and then let's see his reaction. This is one of the most glorious and best things I've ever done. His reaction was priceless, and I hope you guys enjoy. Before I show you guys his reaction, I just want to show you a little picture. Of course it's blurred again, but the scammer
The most chilling part came when the scammer connected to a virtual machine set up by the victim, only to see his face displayed on the screen. Realizing he was exposed, the scammer panicked, disabled his computer, and fled.
Alright, so Edeline, as you can see, I know who you are and what you do, so I want you to be honest with me, bro. Are you gonna answer some questions for me, or are you gonna hang me up and ban me?
I'm not gonna hang up on you.
Alright, are you gonna answer some questions for me, or do you want me to report you to the police? Because I know everything about you, okay? Hello? Yeah, put your hand in front of the camera, man. Are you gonna answer some questions for me, or do you want me to go to the police? I will contact all your friends, all your family, and tell them about your scams if you don't answer my questions. So you better answer my questions, or you're getting all arrested. I'm already in contact with the Dehradun Cyber Police, man. You better talk to me.
This incident served as a powerful reminder of how the right skills can turn the tables on scammers, leaving them running scared. With that being said, let's move on to our next footage. On July 31st, 2024, in Killeen, Texas, in the middle of the night, a stranger hacked into a Ring camera inside a 5-year-old boy's bedroom. A chilling voice whispered through the device, scaring the boy, trying to terrify him.
He stood back from the bed. He was scared. You could see the feet. He started screaming, "Daddy, Daddy." And I rolled over, I looked at my husband, and I asked him, "Hey, you know, are you on the camera?" Like, talking to him, and he was like, "No."
He screamed for his father, but his parents were just as confused. When his mother checked the camera feed, she saw her son staring at it, as if communicating with the unknown intruder. Minutes later, the video vanished from the system, leaving no trace of what had happened.
When I logged in, he was sitting facing the camera as if he was communicating back with the camera. We don't know if this person has passed something wasn't right. My son, this is his safe haven. It was like it never even happened. Thank God.
The family, panicked and shaken, searched the house, fearing the hacker was nearby. Police later confirmed such attacks often came from proximity. The McLeods now warn other parents to take precautions, as their son's haven was turned into a scene of horror.
They did state that sometimes people that hack into your Wi-Fi are near you. So that's the scary part as well, is knowing that this person is likely. Child comes to you and says that someone's talking to them through the camera, listen to them. They're not just joking around. They're not just saying it to be said.
Moving on to our next disturbing encounter. On August 15th, 2013, a Texas family's peace was shattered when they discovered someone had hacked into their baby monitor, spying on their 2-year-old daughter. In the middle of the night, a stranger's voice came through the device whispering, "Wake up, Allison." The father rushed into the room, realizing the chilling voice was coming from the camera.
It felt like somebody broke into our house. He said, "Wake up, Allison, you little." He said, "Wake up, Allison, you little." As a father, you know, I'm supposed to protect her against people like this, and so it's a little embarrassing, you know, to say the least, but it's not going to happen again.
The hacker had turned the family's sense of safety into fear. It was as if someone had broken into their home without needing a key. The intruder could watch their child, learn her habits, and even gain details about the family's daily life.
Now, I know absolutely nothing about hacking into other people's computers, but there are communities online dedicated to teaching people how to hack into software like a baby monitor, or even how to hack into webcams from around the world. I can actually control this webcam and see exactly what's going on inside this guy's.
This terrifying invasion was possible because the baby monitor, connected to the internet, lacked secure passwords. The incident serves as a reminder of how vulnerable technology can be if not properly protected. The family urges others to take precautions, warning that even something as simple as a baby monitor can be turned into a tool for intrusion. But they weren't the only victim of this hacking.
Regular old webcams. In fact, Miss Teen USA says she's part of a federal investigation right now after someone hacked into the webcam in her bedroom. They tried extorting her with racy photos and videos. She says the webcam light never turned on, though. So that's why she had no idea that it was happening. Is that, Brett, is that possible?
It's definitely a possibility. If you've got a camera that's connected to the web inside your home, be that on a laptop or maybe you have I have a camera that watches my dog.
With that being said, let's move on to our last footage for this video. On July 10th, 2021, in India, a scammer named Amit sat in front of his computer, ready to deceive another victim. His plan was simple: scare people into believing their computers were under attack and trick them into paying hundreds of dollars for fake network firewalls. Amit had done this many times before, targeting victims globally and stealing their personal information.
This is an important notification from the Windows Defender Security Alert Center regarding a security breach notification on the IP address of your computer, which might compromise information of privacy of the user, like usernames, passwords, credential, financial information, etc. So please call us back on this number as soon as possible to fix the issue. You can ask for me. My name is John Williams. Thank you so much and have a nice day.
One day, things didn't go as planned. Amit connected to a victim's computer, but what appeared on his screen left him frozen. A message popped up. An Indian scammer has been detected on your system. Below it, his details were displayed, his full name, IP address, and even his home address.
Permissions?
Permissions?
Yes. Can you see the permissions at the left-hand side?
Alright, Mr. As you can see, I know exactly who you are and what you do. So,
I don't care.
Amit, just listen to me, man. I have a few questions for you. You want to answer those questions? You want to answer those questions for me?
Sure.
All right. So I'm gonna start off easy. You are a scammer, correct?
We do.
Yeah. Okay. So how long have you been doing this?
I'm sorry?
How long have you been doing this, the scamming?
I'm a freshers here.
Amit, you don't have to lie to me. How long have you been scamming for?
2 months.
Amit, you have been scamming since 2017. You don't have to lie to me. I have all the answers to my own questions. You don't have to lie to me, Amit. I know all the answers to all my own questions, okay? Just be honest with me.
But the most terrifying part, the computer's desktop background was his own face, captured from his webcam. Amit stared at his screen in shock. A voice spoke through the system, calm yet firm. I know exactly who you are, Amit. I have all your information. Your scams are over.
My name is James. I'm a scam investigator and I've compromised your machine. I know exactly who you are. I know what you do. I know where you live. I know who your family is. I know your phone number, your address. And I have copies of your identity card, okay?
Alright.
So there's no point in lying to me. I have questions for you and I have all the answers to those questions, so you don't have to lie. Okay, so how long have you been scamming for? Just be honest, don't lie.
Amit tried to deny everything, but the evidence was undeniable. The man on the other side wasn't just a victim. He was a tech-savvy investigator who had been watching Amit for months. Every scam, every stolen piece of data was logged.
Lie to me.
I said 2 months.
Amit, why have I found files from 2017 of you scamming if you're telling me that you have been scamming for only 2 months? You have been scamming for over 4 years, Amit.
Well, we are working with the office computers, so I don't know about it.
Amit, you know damn well what you're doing. I know that you are a scammer, and there's no point in lying to me. I have been watching you for months.
How do you?
Yes, you don't have to lie to me. How long have you been scamming for?
See? We're not scamming anyone. Okay?
2017. Okay, how much do you get paid for the scamming? What is your salary?
10,000.
That's also
Indian
a lie.
rupees.
That's also a lie.
Why?
Why do you keep lying to me, bro? There's no point. I already know the answers to my questions. Like I said, there's no point for you to lie. How much do you make?
10,000?
No, you don't. You make way more. How much do you make? I'm gonna ask you one more time. Alright, do you get a bonus per scam? Do you have incentives if you scam someone, you get extra money? Amit, are you gonna talk to me or you want me to publish your information to over 3 million people? Alright, he's also not picking up his personal number. So, yeah, typical scammer behavior. He's lying when I ask him questions, he's refusing to pick up my calls, and he doesn't like confrontation.
Panicking, Amit turned off his computer and taped over his webcam, but it was too late. His files were wiped clean, his scams exposed, and his stolen data rendered useless. Amit's days of scamming were over, leaving him to face the weight of his actions. This story serves as a stark reminder that even those who prey on others are not immune to being caught. For more videos like this, make sure you hit the subscribe button and like this video. Comment below which case you find the most horrifying. Don't forget to press the bell icon for future notifications.